Hello, I'm Dr. Kirk Lane. I'm here to talk to you about the synergy of bone health on behalf of Osteovitalis LLC. The first thing I want to discuss is vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is at the centerpiece of bone health. Most Americans are deficient in vitamin K2 and don't even realize it. You see, K2 primarily comes from milk from cattle that have had access to green grass or eggs from chicken that have been eating green grass. The problem is that most commercially prepared milk and eggs in the United States come from animals that have never had access to this green grass. Therefore, their digestive tract never produces the vitamin K2, and it never ends up in the end product that we consume. Vitamin K2 plays a critical role for your body's bone health by moving calcium out of the bloodstream. As a matter of fact, out of the arterial wall and into the bone. It also acts synergistically with other important bone minerals and vitamins, for example, vitamin D3, to slow down the activity of osteoclasts. Osteoclasts are cells in your bone that are constantly reabsorbing bone that's been laid down previously. You want the balance between bone builders and bone breakers or crushers, such as osteoclasts, to come closer together so that over time your bones aren't weakened. The next thing to consider in the bone synergy cycle is boron. Boron isn't even on most individuals' radar screen in terms of their health and nutrition. As a matter of fact, the RDA for boron has never been set or determined here in the United States. However, research shows that animals that are fed a boron-deficient diet have significantly softer bones than animals that are fed a boron-sufficient diet. You see, bone hardening appears to be particularly impacted by the presence of boron. Boron also, with K2, works us to the next step in the bone synergy cycle because boron and K2 are both important in the production of testosterone and possibly estrogen. Estrogen and testosterone are important stimuli for your bones in order to have adequate bone health, for the bones to lay down adequate amounts of tissue and to have sufficient health. Now that we've discussed vitamin K2, boron, and human sex hormone production, that brings us to exercise. Exercise is a critical stimulus for bone production. Your bones have to be stressed in order to continue to grow and in order to continue to be maintained. Once you're exercising, you're then going to want to be outside more. Being outside more brings us to the next step in bone synergy, and that's vitamin D. Vitamin D production begins in the skin. It also involves liver and kidneys. Vitamin D production is a complex process in the human body that ultimately gives us vitamin D3 and stimulates numerous tissues, including bone tissue, immune tissue, possibly even nervous system tissue. Discussing vitamin D3 then moves us to magnesium. Magnesium is a critical element in the human body. It's needed for over 300 different chemical reactions. 57% of all U.S. adults are deficient in this critical element, magnesium. Interestingly, in order to move vitamin D from its earliest precursor in the skin to its active form so that it can stimulate bone and other tissues, magnesium must be present. Magnesium is stored in human bone. As a matter of fact, 60% of your body's magnesium is in its bone. Yet 57% of all adult Americans are total body magnesium deficient. Magnesium is critical for bone health and for your body's health. The final step in the bone synergy cycle would be your diet. First off, you want to make sure that you're getting adequate amount of calcium, but not as a supplement. Calcium supplements for the prevention and treatment of osteoporosis have been a gigantic failure. Not only do calcium supplements not prevent nor treat osteoporosis, the very act of taking a calcium supplement markedly increases your risk of heart attack or stroke. Unless you have a specific need to take a calcium supplement as recommended by your physician, and your physician states that you cannot safely get enough calcium from your diet, you should get all of your calcium needs met from diet alone. The other thing I want to mention about bone health and diet is that it's really important that you get an adequate amount of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are processed in the human body such that their end product is very basic in terms of pH. That basic pH helps protect your bone. So in summary, the bone synergy cycle starts with vitamin K2, leading to boron, leading to human sex hormone production, leading to exercise, subsequently leading to vitamin D3, magnesium, and dietary allowances of calcium through the human diet, not through a supplement. I hope that this talk has been beneficial to you, and I also hope you will join me in other Osteovitalis videos as I explain each step in the cycle in detail so that you can maximize your bone health.